This is probably the hardest video I've ever made, it's not the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's the hardest video I've ever made and wanted to make, because I've been really putting off this statement, really for longer than I should have, but I just got to the point where I'm able to do this without just losing it. You all probably don't know yet, but Easter Sunday, my buddy Mike Brodzik, growing grunt, he had a stroke. And while I talked to him post-stroke in the hospital a couple times, he didn't make it. So, I've been really just marinating on that tragedy for me. I just did a video on him. He was deemed a, YouTuber all-star as far as the orchid community, and rightfully so. A video was made by me sort of highlighting that, and also the joy of, or the prospect of him rejoining the YouTube community and doing videos, but it is not to be. Anyhow, I am really sad, although, as I said, it's been a week. And last night, I was able to process and cry and really get a lot of the grief out. And as I told this person, now I can cry tears of happiness and can really focus on the positive, because it was positive. Mike was a joyful person. He was always smiling. He was giving and wanted to see the best of people. And this was despite we had a lot of differences in opinions, but we could put those aside and still support each other and love each other very deeply, boundary-free, censor-free. Friends like those only come around once in your life, and you try to hang on to those who are positive and influencing and always have your back. Now, I am a wimp. I am a screamer, actually. If my fears are invoked, but that's another topic. But Mike was the guy that whatever situation I was in the heat of the moment, I could put out the bat light and he would come and save the day. I don't have that anymore, so I owe him a lot. Last week I really was not into orchids. I really wasn't. I was thinking about quitting because Mitzi was an orchid influencer, Mike. They're gone, so and those two people were constants in my life on a daily basis. So when you get to be an old man like me, you want to hang on to those few. You young ones, you'll know it's not about how many. You only need a handful, and when those start to go away, it's tough. So anyway, I probably will put a link, not a link, but I'll probably just scroll the obituary. I just received that the other day, which made all of the feelings resurface again. Yeah, it's such a loss. We had so many plans, orchids and videos, and I was set to go down there and visit. He just bought a new house, found a new girl, was wearing an engagement ring, was thinking about retiring and buying a boat. So he just started to put some orchids out in his tree in the front yard because the temperatures had, I guess, just gotten to the point where he could do that. And Mike had just went and bought some bag babies, which were like 3 feet tall bag babies, which is not a bag baby to me, but he had planned to put them around a big tree in his front yard. But we will, remember him for all the good that he was, and it's tragic. But, saying all these things, it's letting another part of it out of my system so I can move on and stop crying, not being tearful. And, as I said already, I can stop feeling sorry and calling this such a loss when, it wasn't any loss to have gained a friend and a brother and a confidant and, so I was privileged to get that opportunity. So, hopefully someday we'll see each other again. The spirit, I will forever look for his spirit around me, because it is a very good thing and it's infectious. And, if you've ever experienced a good person or this person, watched his videos, you will instantly get the warmth. One more thing, he had lost his dog, Elia. I don't know if you probably didn't know it because he wasn't around. So he had been going through a lot. But just a few months ago, his dog that he always featured in his videos passed away. And he told me the story of when they were moving to Florida, the dog was in the front seat and really keeping watch. Because Mike had some hearing loss and maybe some loss of peripheral due to some war injuries or whatever. But anyway, he tells a story about how Elia kept him on track and kept him awake and was alert and looking out the window and just keeping him on task. And I guess the story is after he got his boxes unpacked, she passed away. But anyway, I'm trying not to be modeling because, this is really, I just wanted to inform you all. It was heavy on my heart. And that's all I got to say. If you get a chance, you might want to look at some of his videos and you'll definitely laugh and, briefly get a piece of the man, the myth, the grunt, that I am missing so much, but it'll be better. I'm better now and he's better now. And anyway, take care And we'll talk to you soon.